Here we go. It's Friday night at Buzzard Rock. Woo! Man, it's been a little while, hasn't it? Huh? Look behind us here, all in trees. They done changed colors on us. Isn't that pretty? Hey, we got a new tune tonight. We're going to get it. Let's go right into it. All right, here we go. I was 12 years old, and my dad, he had a 1965 Chevy C10 step-side, 3 on the column, inline 6, faded blue pickup truck. Now, I used to sit behind the wheel of that truck and just practice driving. I went down many imaginary roads. And every now and then, Dad would give me the keys to that old truck, and he had showed me how to start it up and pull it forward, back it up, you know, just turn it around, stuff like that. That's a big deal for a 12-year-old back then. Well, one day after supper, me and Dad, we would go out on an evening ride in that old truck. Now, that's something people did back in the day, you know. Evening rides. They really didn't go nowhere. They just out riding. So me and Dad got in that old truck and took off down the road. We hadn't gone very far, and Dad pulls over on the side of the road. Now, I'd been with Dad on many an evening ride, and I realized, you know, he's probably just getting out to pee. Because you see, peeing on the side of the road, that's part of the evening ride. But not today, nope, not today. He got out of that truck and he looked at me and he goes, slide over here behind the wheel. It's your turn to drive. Now, he didn't have to tell me twice, man. I was over there real quick like. He jumped in the passenger side. I put that old truck in first gear and I let that clutch out real slow like and gave it some gas. Man, we had a smooth takeoff, I'm telling you. Now let me kind of explain to you where we're at. You know, this is a rural area. Back then it was not a popular place to live. About the only thing you had over here was fence posts, some horses, some cows, maybe somebody going on the evening ride looking for a place to pee, you know. That's about all you had. So it really wasn't that dangerous. So we're in that old truck, and I'm in first gear now. We're heading down the road. Starting to pick up a little bit of speed, you know. I got a feeling we're going every bit of 15 miles an hour. You can hear old engine starting to whine. It's getting tight, you know. Dad goes, I think it's time to put it in second gear. I reached up there, I put that thing in second gear, and it was, whoa, it was so smooth. You know, all that imaginary road driving done paid off. Now we're really going. I really don't know what happened next. Well, actually, I do know what happened. I just don't know how it happened. It happened real quick like. Next thing I know, we're in a ditch. There's a deep ditch, too. I mean, I was sitting like this. I thought the truck done turned over. I was holding on to that steering wheel just to keep from falling into Dad. And I was wasn't excited, didn't get upset at all. He pushed me back behind the wheel of the truck, and he slid up the seat and sit beside me to keep me there. And he told me, he goes, you know, if you drive long enough, eventually you're going to get in a ditch. So I suppose on that day, 2 minutes was long enough, because that's about how long I'd been driving. Then he goes, I'm going to tell you how to get out of the ditch now. What we're going to do, we're going to drive down the ditch. It's really deep right here. We can't get out. But if we go down the ditch real slow, eventually this ditch is not going to be as deep as it is right now, and you'll be able to get right back out on the road. So we took off down that ditch in first gear, and I just creeping down that ditch. And slowly, man, slowly, you can feel yourself coming back upright, you know. And before I knew it, we were plumb and back out on the road. Off we were going, yeah. Now I know that wasn't my dad's first ditch, and it surely wasn't my last. And I still drive over that section of road every now and then, and that old ditch is still there, and I think back to that day. Many years ago, I realized that what Dad told me that day on how to get out of the ditch also applies to life. Because in life, sometimes you're going to find yourself in a ditch. It's going to happen. But if you can just keep moving slowly, just keep moving slowly down that ditch, it's going to get a little better every day. You might have to have somebody sit beside you to keep you behind the wheel. But you know what? That's okay, because that's part of life too. Yeah. '65 Chevy C10 step side 3 on the colony in line 6 faded blue pickup truck. Yeah, there you go. Now, I'm here to tell you right now, word for word, that was a true story. All that really happened. And I did leave out one part. When Dad pulled over on the side of the road and told me I could drive, he had one condition. He said, you can never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, never tell your mother. And you know what? I never did. I never told her until Dad had left this world. And I told Mom, and she got mad. She got mad at me for not telling her. She got mad at Dad for letting me drive. You know, she got mad. Then it was kind of funny. Then she was mad. Then it was kind of funny. I mean, it all worked out. And honestly, I probably picked the wrong place to tell her. You know, it was at Dad's funeral, and I got up and told this story. Now, I can still see her face out there. When I told the story, her mouth dropped wide open. What are you talking about? So, yeah, you know, good memories. And that's what life's about, having good memories. So, yeah. So, that's all we got tonight from Buzzard Rock. Now, when I started driving, got my license, going out on my own, every time I'd leave the house, Dad always made sure to tell me, he'd go, keep it between the ditches, boy. Peace out, Buzzard Rock. Keep it between the ditches.